for SimSig. Right, services, winter snow, Q375. Livid Nar, if you go onto if you look on your beta branches for Train Sim World and look for U1TB in the drop down box, then you should be able to switch to the other side. Actually, what I do need to do first with this one is power that bit down, lights off, lights on, so I can see that goes to there, that goes to trail 6. Those are on, that's run, and this is Long Hood. Right, this is controlling with unit coupled, controlled, single unit intermediate, controlled from another end. There you go, that's what we want for that one. It's cold out there. There's no kind of atmosphere. We're all alone. Way out here. Right. Lights on. Ditch lights are on. Let's get the gauge lights on. Cut the brakes in. Cut that in. Alright, let's got the brakes doing their thing. And you need to say that you are controlling with unit coupled at long hood end. Good. And the cab heater. This weather we certainly want the cab heater, and I think high heat is appropriate. Alright. Let's check the route. Crossing over to that side. Take the left run. Not be on the right hand side. Should get me the right way. Oh wow, brake pipe is way low. Turn the radio off on that one. Confused about this. What's going on? Oh, hang on. Got the brakes on. That's better. Yeah, when the brake pipe says the brakes are on, you should believe that the brakes are on, it turns out. The brake's actually off yet. Here we go. Rear is moving. Should you be entering Cumberland at 80 miles an hour? No, sir. No, sir. You should not. What's new in the U1TB branch? International keyboard support, and it stops it annoying Steam VR. I'm not sure what's going on there, Mr. V. You can't change it, Simon. It basically just reads from your Windows settings, I think, as to what keyboard you're using, and then sets Unreal up appropriately. That's one just finishing its service off. Train Sim Guy, SimSig Base is free to download, and there are other maps you can download that are free. If it didn't change anything, Simon, can you drop a note to support, and you'll have to explain what keyboard setting you're using, and so on and so forth. You got Iron Brew for all, Farmer John. Good, 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 because I haven't got any here. Oh, from the rear train, not the rear. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. I see what you mean. You're talking about my head again, Cameron's Gaming. Fitting, there is, you can operate this like a volume up control, but You could try that and see if it helps you. Is it normal for FXAA not to work on low graphics settings? Not that I'm aware of. Oh, the AC4500 is off. Let's just check our route so far is still tracking. Looks like it. Yeah, that's the TAA. Let me switch back onto FXAA. I'm going to put that up to 150. It's hard watching two streams at once. Who else are you watching, Danish Bacon? This is quite an interesting scenario in summer clear, because it literally is just as the sun is coming over the horizon. Sorry, it's just at dusk. Train track drive, yeah, my squirrel cap's up here. There you go. Squirrel capped up. Oh, Berlin's, yeah. Mr. Flight Sim Wizard. Right. Change my mind. I'm going to route myself that way to there. Seems a bit cleaner. I don't really like wearing hats. I don't have the hair buffer that you lot have got. Neo Napalm, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. a signal coming up at 700 yards. It's the exit signal just down here, which will clear us onto the main. Yeah, the snowstorm is cool, isn't it, eh, Ruben? Hey Ruben, I'm running a service, so this is Q375, and I'm running it in winter snow. But if you want to try something, something else that looks really nice, do Q375 on summer cloudy or summer clear. No worries, Danish. In services, should you be seeing more than one AI train? Bear in mind, in reality, it's actually very rare to see more than one train at all, because the services are spread out. But in some services, you'll find 2 or 3 maybe going in the other direction. In others, you might find not. It really does depend on what's going on at the time. As you play with you do more scenario, more services, you'll sort of work out, you know, which ones are quiet runs, which ones are got more busy run. Looks like we're clear out. Right, go via location Hyman. Technically, P. Harrison, the GP38 is what's used as a switcher on this route. They don't really have like SW15s, SW10s anymore. Not for a long time, so it's pretty much GP38s are the switcher. Oops, hello. Bit of a downhill run going on here. Thanks, Chris. I'll look at that later. Right, speed limit's gone up to 20. Livid, no, you can walk to another service, but if it's not due to start, then you might have to wait for it. So it's because there's being an American freight line, there are less services on this. But I showed earlier on, I jumped onto another train and it said this one will be starting at 2:30. So if you were to sat there and wait or do something else and come back to it, then you could take the service on at 2:30. So you can stay in game to move between, but the services are sort of spread out a bit, which makes it a little bit more tricky. You're getting TS World Run It Gaming. High five, sir. Callum, there's no DevTales, DevTales. There's no DevTools available at the moment. Keep an eye on train-simulator.com for any news on that sort of thing. Going up to 35 miles per hour in about a mile. Ah, press the wrong button. Livid Noah, that sounds like a good one to report. Send that one over to the Dovetail support. There as the crow flies, Mr. B. I just got that on my laptop. Train sim guy just popped up saying, yeah, you need to do an update. Yeah, no I don't. I'm using keyboard, B. Harrison. Time for the sprint up to Heinemann. about a mile till we get the 50 mile per hour speed. See, Rogers, no, I'm going to be staying here this weekend, so we're going to be playing more games. Lots of opportunity to play more Trains in World. Hey Ruben, yes there are whistle posts. Oh, Omar, Sunday afternoon. We can try a remote session, yeah, EC. Thank you, Simon. Good night, gamer. Hey Rob, how are you? There's your 50 limits. Just wait for it to get to the back of the train. Is there still railfan mode, train track trav? Yeah, it's service mode but spawn on foot. And then you just walk around. There's whistleboard. Yeah, it's service mode, spawn on foot, and that's it. Oh, we've gone up to 50. Let's speed up. Transrail, yes, you can give control back to AI in service mode. Just get off the train and leave it. If you just get off the train and stand at the side, 2 minutes later it'll pop up a thing in the middle of the box saying, do you want to release control of the train? If you click yes, then AI will take it. We're actually going downhill very slightly at the moment, which is unusual for this bit. It's mostly an uphill run. Once we get to Hindman, it slows down a bit. We've got a bit of a sprint up to Hindman. Does SPAD break the dispatcher? It's not so much it breaks the dispatcher, it's just, once you've done that, then what would you do? So all you can do when you press SPAD is just exit out. Just don't SPAD. That's what you're supposed to do. Yeah, you can reverse back up behind the light, yeah. Where are we anyway? Oh, okay, we're not far from Hindman, and then it slows down for the wibbly bits. The wibbly bits! That's my technical part of the name of that route. Are there any bridges? There certainly are, Ben. If it's red BMJ, that means that you're not going on a signal controlled area. So you need to back up, and something's gone wrong somewhere. So you need to, if you're not getting green signals, it means that the path has not been set and cleared for you. You're not going where the dispatcher expects you to go. That's very interesting, Simon. Right, shouldn't be too far from Heinemann now. I guess the cabooses will be just up here. Hey there, Francois. Danish speaking of absolutely there will be Train Sim 2017 scenarios. It's just not tonight, but I'll be doing Train Sim 2017 tomorrow and Sunday actually, as well as this. So I'm streaming tomorrow, Saturday. I'm streaming on Sunday. It'll be a mixture of Train Sim World, all sorts of things. I didn't update show, Francois. Essentially, it's this and then multiplayer games. Ed, yeah, the plan is to do Diversion this weekend. Right, 25 coming up. Let's get the Independence on. There's the cabooses. Cab light on. I don't know why I got the cab light on. Right, you were asking about bridges, Ben. Here's a bridge. I slowed down rather quickly. Oh, I missed AFC Wigan Warriors. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Alright, we've hit the 25. Now we start the wiggles. Moses, you want me to post my steering setup? I'm trying to think. I think it's pretty much default. What, is there any particular elements of it that you want to understand how I've done? Well, that should be nice. Francois, this is a service mode one. So I've done 3. This is the 3rd one. So we did a switching service, then a power move service, and then this is the 3rd part of that sequence where we actually then take the train on the run down the line. Yes, indeed, Rob. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Oh, look. AI goodness. Ross Chris, you're loving TSX, Train Sim World. Good, good, thank you. Glad you're enjoying it. Thank you for letting us know. Waiting for this next signal, see what we got. glimmers of green. I just love all this movement. You got the trucks here moving, the body's moving, you got this body moving differently, these trucks are moving differently. It just all feels alive and different. This is the bushwhacker view, as in getting your face whacked by bushes. Does the next signal indicator work? Yes it does, but I've got it switched off so it doesn't show me the aspect. Someone mentioned a Just Trains release earlier on. What was that? I know you said that. I was talking to somebody else, Amarillo. I saw just try a flight have released that, but Just Trains. Someone said something about a Just Trains release as well. They said, "Am I going to look at the latest Just Trains marketplace thing?" Took it somewhere it wasn't supposed to go? Well, nothing really. You'd just end up somewhere you're not supposed to be. If you're not in the way of anything, so if I was to have a siding down here and I could manually switch off the main line to the siding, then I could get my train out of the way and then the rest of the network would happily run around me. I probably couldn't ever get back on the main line though, because the dispatcher then wouldn't know what I was doing. But for the most part, on the main line, you've got no manual switches, so you pretty much go where the dispatcher takes you. Rubku, welcome Rubku. Welcome to Rubku's viewers. Turn the engine volume down a little bit in my ear roll. In fact, if I do... Can you hear me alright, or should I turn the game noise down a bit? Shush, Moggy. That question's for everyone but Moggy. Shut no. Oh, get in here in the warm for a bit. That's better. Cowspec, glad you're enjoying it. That's really good to hear. Hey, Poxon. Oh, nice, Simon. Oh, nice. As if rates, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Green signal. Who wants to see that PlayStation 3 simulator, the train simulator on PlayStation 3? Maybe we should do that tomorrow. Just as a giggles, me trying to read Japanese writing, which doesn't normally go well. We're on a 1.5% grade at the moment. Whereabouts are we? Right, we're coming up there. Glencoe is there, so that's Glencoe there. So we're not too far from Glencoe. I think this is Fool's Foley Overlook, remember rightly? I can't remember. Either that or that is. Ribku, it's called Railfan. It's sort of a spiritual successor to the old Densha to Go series. It's a video, basically, but it's actually really surprisingly good. Welcome, Mavadillo. Thank you very much, Azzy Freights. That's really good feedback. Thank you, indeed. I guess Rubku just finished streaming because I've suddenly had a massive load of hosts from Dutch viewers. Welcome to everybody. That was Falls Cut Tunnel. Ed, no, I think we'll do 2. We'll see what the time is, but I think what we'll do is, it sounds like it's Euro Truck and Spin tyres, isn't it? Is that right? I've not looked at the poll. Has to be said, the rocks are one of my favourite things. I think the guys have done such a good job with the rocks. If we're going to do spin tyres, Ed, can you do me a favour and have a look? It's Foley Overlook. Can you do me a favour, Ed, and have a look for a map somewhere? So that we can do a different map to what we've normally been doing. Matt is speeding, all is well in the world. Absolutely. Yeah, that's Foley Overlook there. Oh look, rocks. Hey GJSB, I'm good, thank you. Hey there, Fluky Harry. Sounds good. Be aware that Unreal doesn't support SLI, or at least not yet. Is TSW more CPU intensive or GPU intensive? To be honest, it depends how your system is built, which one it's going to stress more. Because it's either going to do one or the other. If you've got enough CPU, then your GPU will be stressed. And if you've got enough GPU, then your CPU will be stressed. One of them has to be, pretty much. Baked Bean Kid, TS1 tomorrow and Sunday. And I'm going to have a go at Ed's diversion scenario on the G2, so expect fail. Still a way away yet from our destination, our first waypoint, sorry. Will it be dark when I get to the last destination? It's probably going to be well getting there, because it's 8:15 now. It's not too bad without the lights on still. Ronak, you're downloading TSW? Fantastic. It's only a 0.8% grade at the moment up. This one here, this is, it's toggling I think between This is supposed to be showing your acceleration, I think. I can't figure out what this is telling me though. So I'm going to talk to one of the guys on at work on Monday and get him to confirm for me what that's telling me, because it's changing a lot. It's meant to be acceleration on what you're doing now. So if you're speeding up or slowing down, so I guess that's telling me I'm slowing down. If I put the power on, it goes positive. So yeah, it's an accelerometer. Where are we at anyway? Oh, we went past Glencoe. Oh, we're about to get to Mance Curve. Oh, Mance Curve is glorious. Have you tried playing with all the advanced settings as well, Stephen Jam? Oh, we're on 1.5% now. Stephen Jam, I would send that feedback along with your DX diag and system settings to the Dovetail support so that it goes onto our list of things to look at. Green light. Three miles now for Mance Curve. It's your birthday in May. Why don't you see what happens between now and May? May's quite a way away. Simon, why does DX Diag say your screen is 32-bit but your OS is 64-bit? No idea, actually. Alright, thanks Ed. How do I type so fast? Oh, I don't know if anyone's noticed, by the way, but these have all got test lamps in them. Just click on them to make sure the lamps work okay. Right, we're almost at Mance. How far to go? Got a little way to go. Yeah, we've only got to Mance. Right, nearly at Mance now. Gone all the way up there and across there, so we're well over halfway now. Well over halfway. I've got no idea what the time is. Steam and Jam. What's the load? It's a manifest. We've got auto racks, Bethgons, and boxcars. Earlier on this evening, we made up the boxcar. We made up the train in the switching service. A little bit of time here. Simon, did I just... yeah, I probably did just call you Stephen Jam, Simon. Now, Stephen Jam drives flat cars, and Simon Lund drives trucks on its side, if I remember rightly. That's the difference. I know what the time is right now in the game, BMJ, but no, what I meant was the time to get to the destination. Right, this is Mance Curve. Oh, not quite yet, clearly. Anonymous! Thank you, Anonymous! Shout in the chat if you want me to read out your real name. Mance Curve. This is where the post office is. Just around here. C Hodge B18, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Got a nice challenging stopwise 1/4 scenario and final testing. Nice, Rob. That sounds interesting. Do I want to hear a riddle, Train Sim Guy? Go on then. Hit me with the riddle. .9%. We're on the run to Summit now. Summit is there, so we've got Sandpatch Tunnel here. So this is Summit, and then we're on the Dynamics all the way to Rockwood. So actually, it shouldn't take us too much longer now. Got a 30 limit coming up. When is it grammatically correct to say I is? I don't know. I is not sure. I is the 9th letter of the alphabet. Oh, give me 5. That's awesome. That's awesome. Good night, BMJ. Do I want to try a famous Danish riddle? Yeah, go on then. See you later, DJ SP. Hope to see you over the weekend if you're there. If you're about. Is it what? Is it Rud Med Flood or something like that? I don't know. I've no idea why you pronounce the that character. It's the tunnel. Interesting. Train sim guy, I would guess he's got 5 children because each of his daughters have got one brother. It's the same brother, isn't it? Daniel, hey Matt, just had a stint with the world's most cooperative capture card, now here to watch the stream for a bit. How was your day? Mine was excellent, thank you. Steve, your sister's 57. Oh no, sorry, 60. I misread that. 60. Math skills for the win. Right, we're over the top now, so once the rest of the train has got over the summit, we're going to start needing dynamics. In fact, there it goes, we need dynamics. I think Steve is right. You should definitely be amazed by people who answered that question as 57. I think you should definitely be amazed by those people. Those are people to be amazed by. Train sim guy, I don't know, is it cloth? Because you cut the cloth, but I don't... Don't know. Well, no, Steve is trying to tell you that I'm amazing, Amarilyn. He just literally said that. You'd be amazed by people who's answered that question. Exactly. And I'm just confirming what he said. I mean, if he's going to leave his language open to misinterpretation, I am definitely going to take advantage of it and misinterpret it. Oh, playing cards, I see. That's the Great Allegheny Passage. Famous bridge, that one. Got another famous bridge coming up soon, which is the Salisbury Viaduct. Salisbury, Wiltshire. Yeah, that's the one, Moggy. Salisbury Steak. Yeah, my conductor decided to remain in the rear cab. Hello. Goodbye. It's definitely starting to get darker out there now, isn't it? Where in the States is the route situated? Maryland and Pennsylvania. So the route is sort of up this bit here, just this bit in the corner here is Maryland. And most of the route is in Pennsylvania. Train sim guy, I've fallen out with somebody else. Well, you know what? I'm just saying this, but baked beans were had. Enough said. Hello there, PTG Rail. PRR stock. No, Conrail there, Ruben. Conrail. Oh, is this Mayersdale? Yep, we've made Mayersdale. Salisbury Viaduct is around a couple of corners. Look, rocks. Yeah, Conrail lives in Detroit. Right. Should be finding Salisbury soon. Oh, it's the branch line. WT, congrats to the release of TSW. Even if you're not entirely happy with the performance yet, it's a wonderful game. Thank you very much, WT. Please send your system specs and what sort of numbers you're getting to our support, dovetailgames.kco.com. Steam Train Fan 26, thank you very much for the subscription. I really appreciate your support. Can we get some GGs for WT, please, as well? There's Salisbury Viaduct. Massive, great big thing there. Strangely enough, Amarillo, we never actually get to Salisbury. This is another one of those ones where the name of the place is just because that's the closest the track gets to it. not necessarily because that's where the place is. It's like the old joke about, why is it called that? Why is it there? Why didn't they put the station in the town? Well, they thought they'd put the station where the track was. Now it's somewhere on the Sale and Carlisle line, that's about, I think. Dark Hades, you just derailed at 67 miles per hour. Whoops. Hey there, Steam Train fan. Welcome. You're playing below the min spec and you have a 30 to 35 FPS. That's really cool. Could you, maybe, again, I'll say the same thing to you. Maybe you could drop a message to the support as well. Because that'll help, that might help us understand why is that machine doing better than other ones. No, I haven't got any de-icer, Cameron's Gaming. Huff on it. Let me know when you're done, yeah? Right, we're almost at that one. That's at the corner of Yoda, isn't it? Yeah, that's Yoda. WT, one question. Since CSX seems to be part of the game's name, will there be a new game installation for every new route? Or will the game name change in future time? This is the base game, so I mean nothing's set in stone yet. But what I would expect is that it'll change name, but that's none of that's set in stone yet. This is the base game, and routes trains will be added to this. And thanks again for the tip, much appreciated. Hey Yaris Gaming, how are you doing? Right, this is Yoda Sidings. This is where U876, the Shore Mine Service, does its run around or turn around. What SimSig maps have I got? I think it's Cambridge is the one that I used. I mean, it's the only one I've actually used, and because I've not spent a great deal of time playing SimSig, but I think because it's relatively easy. It's only 6 panels, and once I got the hang of it, it was okay, and I did a few hours with it. Daniel, multiplayer comes after this. Oh, Exchange is beautiful, isn't it, Ryan? Thank you, Cameron. Much appreciated. There we go, we're almost up to that objective marker. Final markers come up. From what I remember of Exchange, Ryan, there is basically no good bit to it. It's quite good when it's working, but in every other respect, it's just ugh. I use Mail Enable, and it's much, much nicer. Possibly not quite as powerful, but well, actually these days it probably is. But I like Mail Enable. Not to mention being, you know, teeny bit cheaper. Hey Ruben, if you set your train up for slow speed control and then got off and walked around, and go back and get the train later on. That's an interesting idea. By the way, folks, on these trains, if you want to use the alerter, you need to switch on the warning devices, and on the AC 4400, you need to just press Control D. When using a keyboard to control the train, can you change which keys control a certain action? Not at the moment. NASCAR 23, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. If you got stuck in a hopper, then you probably just need to exit, Ruben. You got too close to wagons. You would have normally been dead. Where are we starting an ETS2 multiplayer? I have no idea. Up until a little while ago, I didn't know we were doing ETS2 multiplayer. Can I put services scenarios that you do in TSW on the schedule, see what's coming and what you did? Yeah, at the moment I'm just doing it ad hoc. I'm just sitting and doing stuff, so I will get a little bit more organised from next week. This week I just want to chill and drive trains, show the game, and I was expecting it to be a bit more, you know, people asking lots of questions to see stuff, so I thought it would be a bit more ad hoc. Matt, you got your guy hit by a train who was disappointed it didn't make the wasted screen GTA. Right, Ed, you were asking where we are. We're on the home straight now, really. There's this bit left. There's not much to go now. Living now, are there any hidden keybinds not documented in the manual? I can't remember. I'll need to go and have another look at the manual, but I think most of it's there. If you're in the AC 4400, control space operates the seat horn sequencer, which does a 14L automatic sequence. It's a toggle. Control 1 toggles the objective, 2 toggles speed limit, 3 toggles signal, 4 changes off what I've got in the top right. So that's control 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you do multi-track drifting? I have no idea. Simon, no, you can't change mainline junctions because they're under dispatcher control. Chaos would rule. The seats should all be set up properly, Cameron's Gaming. They were. I did sit with them and we moved them right a little bit. All right, folks. Francois, if you want to do the giveaway thing. Got Ryan, RS Gaming, has a couple of keys he wants to give away for Train Simulator. So the first one is for Train Sim 2016. So if you want a copy of Train Sim 2016, then enter this giveaway. Let me just whisper to Francois the key. Right, so the keyword is trains. The keyword is trains. Type trains into the keyword. I'm hoping it's all set up and ready. You might want to wait until Francois confirms it's all set up and ready. Yes, 2016. Of course you can, Ruben. And Daniel. No, it's 2016. They're older keys. Trains with a T-R-A-I-N-S. Where are we? Nearly there. Wow, not people entering. Type trains, T-R-A-I-N-S, into the chat if you'd like to get in the giveaway for a copy of Train Sim 2016. Pretzel, yes, APT Steve is brand manager for Dovetail. Oh, we're up to 45 now. Miles, and that's our stop at. Leave that up now so I can keep an eye on it. 1 mile. Drop the speed down a little bit. Dan29F11987, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Alright then, Francois. Go for it, call it out. Is there a list of all trains running on the line? That's what all the service mode stuff is in the timetable. So if you go through each of the locos, that gives you a list of all of the services hauled by that loco. Come around the last. They're on the home bend. Sounds ominous. Oh, and the manual. Yes, of course, Livid. No, I keep forgetting that's in there. Drengy, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Well done, Daniel Cohen. Let me just send the sort key out. Does the timetable change? No, it's the same timetable, otherwise it wouldn't be printed in the manual. Right, next one is for Great Western Main Line. Keyword, let's do RS Gaming X as a keyword. Let's go for it. Whoops, spatted. I forgot the red light was just there. Never mind. No one will know. $50 miles. TP38 level 2. I'm level 5. Goody good. It wasn't a big spad. A spad is a spad no matter how much you try and excuse it. Meh. Like I'm trying to manage giveaways. It's not really an approved action for engineers. Why are the passing times on the westbound timetable not the east? The timetables that, or the timings that are in there are the ones that are calculated by the way that I set the scenarios up, or the services. And it uses, the way that it's set up, it uses more on the eastbound than it does on the westbound. So, oh look, collectible hype. Do I want to give up control of service? Yes. Oh look, he's off. Bye bye, Mr. Train. He's off on his way to Connellsville.